is hamburger time. I'm gonna use this patty to spread some of this all full around because I didn't get a. All right, there's one hamburger. I like mine kindly thin. I swear they cook faster like that, and you don't have to burn the outside to get the inside done. And now we'll make another one. I said that I like, now Nick don't, but I like this real lean beef. And it's like 85% lean, so there's really not a lot of fat in it at all. And I like that because I think it's better for you. And when I eat red meat, I'm eating it for protein, amino acids, all this kind of stuff because it's good for you. And so that's why I like this super lean organic meat. Now Nick don't like it because he says it doesn't taste as good, and it's true. It doesn't stay together as good as the beef with a higher percentage of fat. But this is what I like. So this is what I eat. And so I'm gonna cook me one and Corey one.
Thank you.
Before I risk anybody, Lord, these days you feel like you gotta say, remember, that's what Katie likes. If you don't want a lean hamburger, don't be eating one. I like to use one of these things because it keeps the grease from getting all over the stove. That drives me crazy, so shield the grease, don't get burned. Tell the camera what you just told me.
That I like getting burnt with grease because it moisturizes. I'm just
The olive oil is moisturizing. Bring on the burn.
It hurts. I don't enjoy it.
While we wait on the hamburger to cook, let's see what we got here. Me and Corey been eating these. They are delicious. You can find them at Ingles, Walmart, probably other places. They have cashew butter, just dark chocolate. They have milk chocolate. Corey brought some special cheese for her burger.
It's just from Aldi, but it's good. I'm going to put it on there. It's like mild cheddar.
Ooh.
And then this is macaroni that I cooked earlier in the week.
Corey made some macaroni.
And these are some steamed vegetables that I
That
made
looks good.
earlier in the week.
And Corey...
blackberries, but I don't know if I need more beef.
Well, you might want to eat them. And Corey brought some Olipop, which is really good stuff. It's like a healthy version of soda, and it tastes so good. And they have all these different flavors, but that's my favorite. Strawberry vanilla. I left Corey with the hamburgers, and I decided I would walk the dog. She was wanting to be walked, so I took a turn, let Corey watch the burgers. Pretty excited because I love hamburgers. I think they're so good. And I will actually say I'm very picky. I only like hamburgers at home. Like, I only like hamburgers that I cooked. Like, I usually won't eat one out. Very rarely will I ever eat a hamburger out anywhere. What do you think, Olive? Come on. Come on. What you think? And they probably are. Depends on how you like your burgers. I usually get them out, get one of them out. Do a little bit of this right here, look in the center, and that's done. Them's is done. Whatever cheese you want to put on yours. Well, that's going to work. There you go. Look,
Yeah,
that'll work right there.
That's good with me. Put on the blanket and say goodnight. Some macaroni, but what I really want is some vegetables.
Bet you Olive does too. Are you creeping, Olive? Olive's watching, looking at those sweet potatoes.
Olive is always watching. These are actually parsnips.
I was kind of wondering what those were.
I steamed them. I've never steamed a parsnip before. I've only like roasted it.
What do you think?
And they're good.
Ooh.
What if you can steam a beet? I'm sure you can.
I don't know. Get your hamburger, girl.
Guess there would have been an easier way to do that.
Alright, y'all. I know it's done, but I only want one piece of bread. I don't actually want a whole bun, so I'm just going to eat mine like open-faced sandwich style on the bottom of the bun. It works. A bit of ketchup. Ooh, that kind of come out. Everybody's like, little bit. You covered it. That's the new ketchup. I love ketchup.
We gotta go backwards and get some macaroni and some vegetables.
Yeah.
Bring your plate over here.
I don't want too many, but I mean, just whatever you want to. I don't eat all that macaroni either. Okay, that is good.
Loading cake.
You now I have something to eat with. Woo! No.
My fork in the kitchen.
You had that, and I had something flying around my head. Fix the bees.
Our mom got a few comments about maybe a month ago, maybe a little bit more. And if you don't know, she got a YouTube channel. You may already know that. If not, we'll put the link in the description. And people thought it was odd that we didn't pray before we ate. And that's not something we've necessarily ever done out loud. But I pretty much, every time before I eat, in my head, say a prayer.
Yeah.
And just thank God that I've got food.
I do that a lot, but I think, I mean, for me, God knows I'm thankful because I tell him every single day, thank you, I'm alive, I woke up again. I feel good again.
That's one of the first things I think when I open my eyes before I even get out of bed.
I woke up, I'm alive. You saw me through the night. Yeah, so for me, I got a relationship with God. He knows I'm grateful because I tell him so. Now, depends on who you are and where you're at, but with Nick's family a lot, they pray before we eat.
Oh, it's good. There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh yeah, of course it's good. Do whatever you want to do, but
I just know we might get some comments and people saying, you're not going to pray before you eat?
I think the lesson is, you can't always judge a book by its cover. You don't always know. You only know what someone lets you know. You only know what someone lets you see. You don't know the rest of it. And that goes true, I mean, that's true for all of life, but it's certainly true about what happens to a TV screen. I like steamed vegetables because I feel like they retain their own individual flavor that way. I mean, I like seasoning them too, but if you really just want to taste what they taste like, steam them.
Steamed vegetables so fast. I think I got my steamer off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description.
That's something you can do and walk away. Like you can start them steaming and walk off. You can do them you can do all kinds of stuff on a sheet pan, start it and walk off.
Yeah.
Set a timer.
Set a timer. And especially if I'm in the kitchen cooking other stuff when I steam the vegetables, I'll just start them going. I don't know, I've just done it so much that I can kind of, it's like I just remember, oh, let me check those. And then you just get them with a fork and you can tell. And it just depends on, do you want them more mushy? Do you want them? It's best to get them a little bit, not undercooked, but if you're going to eat on them a couple days and you're going to microwave them again, if they're really already mushy to start with.
It's true. That's a good point. Sometimes at the beginning of the week, I'll make me up a bunch of rice, make me up a bunch of vegetables, like cut them up and roast them on a sheet pan in the oven. And then those veggies and rice might last 2 or 3 days. And then I'll just keep cooking a different meat. So I'm only cooking one thing as the days go on, but I'm getting something different. I can hear Olive sighing and breathing through the door. She's mad we didn't bring her out here. But if you do that, you feel like you're getting to eat something different every day. But as far as meal prep goes, the vegetables and the rice are already done, and then all you're doing is cooking meat. Oh, boom. I like doing that, I mean, just because it makes it fast. And if you already have something ready to eat, you're less likely to eat something that you shouldn't eat or that you think you shouldn't eat or whatever. It sounds funny for me to say a little garden update, because really I don't exactly have my own garden, but I did plant some nasturtiums. I ended up buying some of these pink nasturtiums. I planted those yesterday right over here. And then
so pretty.
On this bank, which is behind the camera that you can't see, but we're looking at it, I got some wildflower mixes. Who else has had luck? You have to comment and tell me if you had any luck with wildflower mixes. I feel like it's hit or miss if it works, but we want to put something up there on the bank, kind of give it a little bit of something. It's pretty bare.
It's exciting this time of year.
What's your What's your favorite, probably like flower that you have planted or that you're going to plant?
That's a good question. I love daffodils, and Mama planted 2 bulbs of those at my house this year. They probably won't come up till next year. But I love little columbine flowers, and I've got those seeds. I actually started some from seed here in the greenhouse at Mom's, and I think I bought some actual columbine plants from the nursery that we went to. So I really like those, and I've bought some other interesting things to plant flower-wise, and I bought some, I don't know if you say it's celosia, but I just call it like furry little plant, and then the sweet little Quincy over at the nursery, he called it rooster comb, because it does kind of look like a rooster comb, so.
I love that stuff, and you know I've seen it in different colors, like multicolor.
Yeah, you see it in like pink, orange, red. I see it at Lowe's when they put out their flowers usually.
I really like dianthus's. I've always loved dianthus's.
Hollyhocks are pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Bachelor buttons.
Any kind of phlox are pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you something though, I always wanted to grow foxgloves. I never could. I ain't been able to do it yet. Foxgloves look so cool. They kind of remind me of like lupines.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Canterbury bells. They kind of look kind of
like
the
they
same.
have the kind of tall stem. They're not like a
They ain't
kind of
short.
bushy.
Several years ago, I don't know if you remember this, out here in the woods, a wild tiger lily grew, and it was tall. And it was tall, I guess, because it was in the woods and it was trying to seek light, so the vine just kept getting longer and longer. And there was one more flower out here that grew. It was just wild. I don't know what it was. The other one definitely was a tiger lily, but that one, I don't know what it was. I'd never seen that before, and Mama hadn't either, and there was only one of them. And I'm wishing now that I'd taken a picture, and I don't know that I did. But I do have pictures of a poppy that came up several years ago, and I still don't know where it came from. I did not plant it, and I didn't know what it was. The only thing I could come up with, Corey had a cactus with a pink bloom on it, and Mama said that sometimes when they do, like when they crossbreed plants, like they'll crossbreed a cactus with whatever else to get that cactus to have whatever type of bloom they want it to have. And that the cactus died because somebody didn't water it, or maybe they did, or they're just hard to keep alive, I don't know, but it got thrown. Where it got thrown off at is where I think that bloom came up. So Mama said sometimes when that happens, they could go back to its original seed, which would have been, I guess, a poppy flower, whatever was crossed with the cactus. And it was so beautiful, and it just came up and surprised me, and I was like so stunned. So this wasn't last summer, but the summer before. And I saved the seeds. That's how I knew it was a poppy, because of where the seeds are, the little middle part. It looks like a little, it's like a little marble full of seeds with a little top hat. It's really funny.
That's cool.
It's cute. And so I saved them, and I was so excited. And I planted some last summer and waited for it to come up, and I didn't see none where I had planted the seeds, and I was like really disappointed. I had prayed for this poppy to grow because I really wanted to see it. Really badly I wanted to see it. Well, and Nick was actually here, and I was just talking about how disappointed I was, and he's like, it's just a flower, and I'm like, I know, but this really means something to me. And Mama was outside working, and maybe like 30 minutes after I got done ranting about it, she said, come over here, Katie. And off the bank, there was one blooming. Way off the bank, where I had not planted it.
Wow.
Because why would I plant it off the bank?
Well,
I ain't gonna go down there. But she happened to see it because it was pink. And there it was. And I thought, oh my goodness. I was so excited, and it looked the same. And I thought, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna collect those seeds. Well, me and Nick went wherever we went, I guess out to his house. And honest to goodness, it'd only been about 3 days, and when I came back, that thing was gone. Not only was it not there, it was gone to the ground. There wasn't even no, huh?
Something made it?
That's what I'm thinking.
A deer, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking. There wasn't even no stem left. I mean, it was gone. And I was very disappointed.
Oh, man.
So, I think maybe a deer had ate it, because that was the summer, at the end of that summer, which was at the end of last summer, is when we found out that the deer had been hanging around, and we just didn't quite know the extent of it yet. So this year, I know that that's a possibility. I'll be prepared. I ain't gonna let them do me that way. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm just gonna make sure that nobody gets my flowers.
Austin and I went to Tractor Supply, I don't know, like a week or two ago, and we bought deer fence, and it's real cheap, kind of like poly, I don't know, some kind of plastic, and we hadn't put it up yet, but we're gonna maybe put it around our beds because we have a lot of deer, and they'll just come through our yard. And we actually have a 3-legged deer she hangs around. She does pretty good, and which is sad that she only has 3 legs, bless her heart, but she does good, and she looks good and healthy.
Which leg is it that's gone?
It's one of her front legs.
That's rough.
But she does fine. She looks healthy. She's been hanging around for months. So as far as I know, she's fine. But we're probably going to go ahead and put up a deer fence. I kind of hate to do that in one way because I kind of feel like it's not like aesthetically super pleasing. But then I ask myself, am I trying to have, you know, this food garden here so it can be really pretty, and it will still be beautiful. But I just know they can take stuff down in the night, and definitely the slugs can. So I want to get some lava rock. A lot of people suggested that for us last year.
Ooh.
And just sprinkle that out. Eggshells, I've been composting those. I need to be saving them and crushing them
And
up.
that's to get away, to ward off what? The slugs or the deer?
Well, it's the slugs because it's sharp on their little squishy
Oh, it
days.
hurts them. That's right. You need some
Anything sharp would do, really.
pumice. Can be kindly sharp. Like, she's talking about lava rock, like any sort of like super rough, like basalt type material.
Right, and people say copper barriers, of course, deer traps. I mean, there's a lot. But I've been putting out some
broken sharded glass.
Yeah, I've been putting out some of the like slug bait, and one of the biggest things is I'm going to change our watering schedule. This may be slightly a pain, but instead of watering at night, because that's when slugs come out, I'm going to try watering in the morning
I never
instead.
even thought about that.
Well, I done a lot of research on it last year, and I kind of forgot, so I was looking at it again yesterday and just kind of writing down a few things that I wanted to try, and that's definitely one, because some of our little plants that we planted have already come up, and that'll be probably coming in a video soon. You'll get to see where we planted them, and some of them are already starting to come up just a little, so that's already some food for the slugs.
Already got to get on them.
So.
Which today me and Corey are part of what I call the Clean Plate Club.
Yeah.
We cleaned our plates.
I got ketchup on there still, but yeah, I probably wouldn't either. I like ice cream, but if I eat like a really big meal and then eat a bunch of ice cream on top of it, it just never really feels like it sets very good.
I'd probably take chocolate over anything.
Yeah, I'm more of a candy person. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like cookies, and cookies too. I'm more candy and cookies, and I like cake, but something that's not overly sweet, that's not got like tons of refined sugar, because then you can eat, 2 or 3 pieces of it, so you kind of feel like you're eating a lot, but then you're like barely getting any sugar, so.
Well, and for me too, I mean, like, if you ever spend any amount of time, like, if you can cut yourself off and you don't really eat a whole lot of candy and sugar, if you ever go back to it, you about can't stand it because it tastes like too sweet. For me, I'm like...
But everybody do your own thing. I'm not judging anyone for drinking. If you want to drink Mountain Dew, drink it. I ain't judging nobody.
Why would I care? Yeah, I don't care what you do.
Just want to throw that out there.
I don't care what you do, but you better just, don't break a law, Don't do nothing super crazy, get in trouble. But,
maybe food is where you
splurge?
Some, just depending. We like to try to buy, natural stuff. If we can, but again, I ain't shaming nobody who don't.
No, you should do whatever you want to do.
You gotta do what you can, what you're comfortable with, and what you want to do. But I like little snacks and treats and stuff like that.
Because they're easy to take with you too. So it's not like, if you're on a long car ride, like a lot of the times I do, it's not uncommon for me to travel a few 100 miles a week. And so, since Nick lives 2 hours away, so it's always good to have something, just something to snack on while you ride, if you get hungry, if you get stuck in traffic. I was thinking about this the other day. One of the very first times I went out there, or when I very first started going out there, which is funny because I've been there lots, but when I was first traveling to see Nick, I remember I got stuck in the gorge, and I had to sit there for a really long time because it was a wreck. And then it took a really long time to get through the gorge because there was a really big long line of people, and it just took forever. And I remember thinking,
Wish I had
I'm
some,
hungry. I wish I had
eat.
something to eat. Of course, I was worried about whoever's in the wreck, and I was praying for him, and I think it was okay. But I was thinking, man, I wish I would have packed something. And sometimes I will. I'll stop and get something. There's an Ingles. You can stop and get something off their hot bar or some sort of snack like that before I get on the road. But now, I'm not going to eat all this.
One of each.
Right, but I thought I'd show you some stuff that I like. So, I like these Justin's milk chocolate. This is so much better than a Reese's cup ever thought about being. This tastes real.
Let me tell you something
I
funny.
really like these.
Let me tell you something funny about those. When you said that that's better than a Reese's cup ever thought about being. There's a brand called Lily's, and they make the peanut butter cups like that, and I don't buy them anymore because at Ingles they're like $8 for like, it's only 6 or 8 of them in there, and I'm like, I just won't pay that. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I don't buy them anymore, but they're like sweetened with stevia or something, and I got used to those, and so that particular like peanut butter cup is the only one that I want to eat. And I told Austin that one night not long ago, and he looked at me and he said, "You're just wrong. Those are disgusting. Those are so nasty." Because he was eating like regular Reese's, and he's like, "Those are disgusting. What are you talking about?" And he just made a big deal about it, and it was funny. But I got used to eating those. Because I don't know, I'm like really picky when it comes to chocolate. And I like dark chocolate better and that kind of stuff. So
that is funny. So Corey's got the cashew butter.
Oh my gosh, the cashew butter.
We were talking about the good chocolate bar in there. I have cashew butter. I have like 3 of these that are open in various stages of.
I have a lot of them, honestly.
And then this is the vanilla crunch dark chocolate that I really like. And then I get these at Ingles. These are called Cookie Thins, Thinsters. These are really good.
Those are so sweet though that like more than one of those is like.
I know, I can't really hardly do more than that. And then you can get these. Where did we get these, Corey?
Those come from Aldi, and those are really good because they're coconut sugar, and I think, let's see, the serving size is 8 cookies, which is just ridiculous. And how much sugar? There's 6 grams in. Is that right?
I guess.
Yeah, that's right. 6 grams per 8 cookies.
Yeah,
so you're not going to be able to sit down and eat 8 of these.
No, you're not, because these taste really sweet too. So I like these, but I also really like chocolate. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes, and I don't feel as bad about this because this is a better quality dark chocolate.
This
so I don't feel
one of the best tasting ones that I've found, but one of the best quality ones because it's.
My bar looks bad because
I had to say, why does it look like that?
My bar looks like this because I left it in the car and it like melted and then solidified back. I will say, if this is my personal bar and I'm the only one that's going to be eating on it, then I'll bite off it like that. But if I thought that was going to be, I wouldn't do that. But this is mine and I ain't sharing.
I bought some more this morning because Ingles had them on sale. And then I had a coupon that Ingles gave me the last time. So I saved my coupon and I bought a few more, but they make hazelnut butter, almond butter, and then I seen when I was looking online the other day, they make milk chocolate too. They make milk chocolate and they make cashew butter and raspberry.
I saw that!
Cashew butter and orange or something.
I have 1 bite of that left. Just go ahead and polish that off.
I love this stuff. I eat mostly dark chocolate, and I have for several years, and now I don't like anything else. I don't like milk chocolate. It tastes
fake.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this stuff because it's got like almost a bitter taste to it, and it tastes like real or something.
My whole life, all I would eat was milk chocolate, and I hated dark chocolate.
Too.
But Corey got me eating dark chocolate, and now, if you eat any other kind of chocolate, it's just fake. It just don't even taste good.
Taste
because it is fake. Well, that was good. I polished that off. It's okay. I've got more. Mom did grocery pickup this morning. Came home with the groceries. I helped her get them in, and she pulled 2 of these bars.
We got her on the dark chocolate train too.
So one of them was for me, Annie, but I told her, I said, I didn't order another one. She said, "Oh, no, you didn't." I did. I thought that was funny. And she got vanilla crunch. I even like what they're in because you can fold this down and it'll stay. So if you're not going to eat the whole thing at once, So even the package is nice. Like, they can stay in there and it's probably not going to go bad. You probably put it in a plastic bag if you wanted, but...
Let's see what it says right there.
What's it say? Okay to compost.
It says you can compost these. That's cool.
I knew you probably could. This stuff, this is like craft paper. This is like thin cardboard craft paper. Which, I mean, I'm not over here saying worrying exactly too much about that.
No,
but
it's
I
just
do.
neat.
I think that's cool, and I like I said, I like that it tastes good, and I don't feel bad about eating it. And actually, if you look at the back of these, it does have a little bit of protein in it. It's got 2 grams of protein. So that's not a terrible amount, like a lot, terribly a lot. That's an Appalachian thing. I can't double negative there. That's not a terrible lot. But and the Justin's peanut butter cup things, they have 4 grams of protein in them, and that's coming from the peanut butter. But
the other thing that I'm gonna eat is a cocoa mel. If you've been on the channel before, you probably know that I love cocoa mels. And this is a pumpkin spice cocoa mel, and you can really only get these in the fall. When they say limited edition,
They mean it.
They mean it. After a certain time period, I discovered this time from the fall all the way to January 1, or should I say December 31st, they had them available. But I'm telling you, after that, they're gone. Gone until next time.
for Christmas, we bought Corey great big sacks of them.
And I'm ashamed to say
Uh-oh.
that I've about ate through them.
Oh, gosh.
But I'll eat like 2
That's
a day.
funny. Oh,
you
that
know?
ain't that bad.
Maybe 3 or 4, but this is the pumpkin spice, and I absolutely adore these. And I've got them in a big jar, and like I'll eat, you know, I don't know, 2 a day or something.
I'm just not, I like caramel stuff, but I guess I'm lazy, and I just don't like to have to keep chewing and chewing and chewing, so
That's what I like about these, is they're super soft and wangy.
It's kind of wangy. Well, I'd say we can, that time to wrap this up. I'm going to go back to work. I got to go make a few more orders and see if I can get those shipped out today. And I don't know what Corey's going to do.
I'm actually going to go to Granny's house, because that's where Mom's at, because she stays with her. Usually Wednesday or Thursday, depending on the week, for a day.
Actually, you're going to the planet Romulac, where the aliens are.
Yeah. Volcan.
Yeah.
And anyways, I'm going to go down there because Granny said that we could look in her closet for some old 70s clothes.
I've been in those closets, and they're deep. They just go and go and go. There ain't no telling what's in there. I guess we're going to sign off here and go do what we got to do. Thanks for eating with us, as always.
God bless you. God keep you.
Bye.
Bye.